Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft vanilla server. Yeah guys, welcome back. So I'm noticing that I have a brand new chest over here that wasn't placed down by me, but it looks like it was placed down by iJevin. It says free sample, iJevin soup shop. Let's check it out. 1 bowl of mushroom stew. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not hungry right now, so I can't exactly eat it. I'm trying, can't right click on it, gotta wait till my hunger bar goes down. Definitely give this a shot as soon as that happens. But yeah, guys. So last episode, we showed off, well, I showed you guys what I've been doing in the center area of this base, and I dug it all the way down to the bedrock area. And it's very dark and dingy down there. It's hard to see. Like, you literally can't see further than 5 blocks in front of your face because of that darn void fog. Every one of you guys, well, I can't say every one of you guys, but a good number of you guys told me how to get rid of void fog. Yeah, that's been in the game since beta, what was it, 1.8? Oh, sure, let me sleep too. But yeah, that's been in the game since like beta 1.8 when they did the adventure update. I don't think anybody likes void fog. It's kind of silly that they don't have an option in the video settings. Yeah, it's kind of silly to me. They don't have an option in the video settings here for something to turn off void fog. They got things for pretty much everything. They can turn off clouds, which I have done. I know you can install Optifine, and that will get rid of void fog, but I've never been a fan of Optifine. I've tried using it on Feed the Beast, and I don't know. There's just certain things that it does that I just don't like. So yeah, I probably won't be using Optifine to get rid of void fog. But what I have done, did I just eat some chicken instead of the mushroom stew? I don't know. I don't think I ate it. But yeah, what I have done is just open up some holes up above so you can see down below, lets the light through. It's kind of dangerous. I need to put some glass blocks. I'm been considering what I want to do to actually fix that problem down underground. Do I want to make this entire floor area right here that's grass? Do I want to change this out to glass? Do I want to have little poke holes like this and maybe glass columns that go all the way down that lets the sunlight through? I don't know. I know the void fog is only a problem to a certain distance. I'm not entirely sure what that distance is down below. In fact, we could probably take a look at it. But first, let's eat this mushroom stew. Oh man, that was delicious. Might have to go and get a little bit more of that from Jevin's shop. But yeah, let's check out how far down the void fog actually affects us. Actually, you know what? Let's take the fast way down because this is fun. I think it's 1.7. They nerfed feather falling. So if you were to jump from this height all the way to the floor with just feather falling 4, there's a pretty good chance you would die. Before that, you'd probably take 2, maybe 2.5 hearts of damage. But yeah, Feather Falling 4 isn't as strong as it used to be. They did significantly nerf that. But I have Resistance 2, which pretty much buffs Feather Falling. I don't know if it turns into Feather Falling 6 or what the deal is, but I can easily jump off this and only take about 5 hearts of damage. Okay, 6 that time. But yeah, well within surviving range, so that's not bad. But I guess it would be kind of difficult to find out without pillaring up where the void fog starts. I can't be near that sunlight over there because, you know, that will just... Oh, that's right. I could jump up on this, so no point in removing that. Yeah, I can't be near the sunlight. We'll never be able to tell where the void fog starts, but I think it's something like 19. I guess we could turn this guy on, see where it's at. So there's 18. Yeah, it's still kind of foggy. I mean, you can see a good portion of the base. It's not terrible. Maybe it's like 27. Is that where? Okay, so there's like no void fog here, and I'm at Y26. 25, 24. Okay, so this level right here, 23. That appears to be where it starts. Yeah, maybe it's a little foggy right there. 24. But yeah, 23 is where it's really noticeable in the base, and it's really not that bad. So what we could do is make our first floor 23, and then have everything else underneath it be a basement. Now you might notice that I have these glowy blocks over here. I was marking out spots that Hypnotizd says are slime chunks. Now I know there's a few slime chunks around my base, so I wanted to go check it out and see how many there were. We have a slime chunk here, a slime chunk there, and we also have another one that's over here, but it's like mostly... It would be kind of silly to do it. We'd have to dig out the wall to get the entire chunk. So I kind of left that half slabbed. But this is a full chunk that we can do for collecting slimes. And I haven't tested it to see if slimes do in fact spawn here. I just got done marking this out. Same thing over here, but the problem is with this one, it's not quite the full chunk. We kind of get cut off right there. We're missing, about 4 blocks or so. But if we need the second pad, we could, dig out the wall. That's not going to be a big deal. But the thing is, the type of slime farm that I'd want to do if we are going to set one up would make the spawning pad, and then we would need a spot for those guys to fall off. And the big slimes, when they spawn, they need 3 blocks of space away to fit, between the pad and wherever we're going to put them. So this needs to be kind of big. So that's a 16 by 16 because the chunk is 16. So we're going to add 3. So that's going to be 19, 3 more. It's going to make it, was that 22? So yeah, so we need 22 by 22 area, which is pretty large. And in fact, this beacon almost kind of gets in the way because we need 3 blocks away, which would be right here. Plus, another spot for the outside wall, which would be right here. So, I mean, we can do it, but we'd have to raise it up just a little bit so we could fit it around this beacon. But yeah, half slabbing everything down here took a while, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't spawning so many slimes that I was killing the mob cap for everybody, screwing up people's mob farms or whatnot. So I didn't know where the slime chunks were either, and I didn't really like torch spam, so half slabs it was, gets rid of slime spawning, hostile mob spawning, all the torch spam. I think it looks pretty nice down here actually with these stone slabs. They do look pretty clean. So I guess the next step to do right now, instead of rambling, we should put down some of these stone blocks. 42, didn't I have a stack of those? Maybe I left some somewhere, I don't know. We should put down some of these stone blocks and just see if we can get slimes to spawn on this, because if we can, this means this is in fact a slime chunk, and this is what we want if we are going to set up a slime farm, which is a pretty good idea since slime blocks are going to be in the game in 1.8, the snapshot. So tell you guys what, let me finish building this pad real quick. We will do an experiment, see if we can get any slimes to spawn, and we will go from there. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright, so I got the pad all laid out, the 16 by 16 area now that fully stone and torched up so we're not getting other mobs spawning on it. I realized I had said, I don't know where all my stone went. I was looking at the smooth stone. I've been using Silk Touch so much lately that I forgot that I had a fortune pick on me or something that didn't have the Silk Touch. So all that stone that was missing was actually turned into cobblestone. Derp. But yeah, like I said, I've been using a lot of Silk Touch recently. In fact, you know what? Let's leave this for a second and let's head over here. So the new thing, apparently, everybody on the server is doing this, is the speed mining. And that's where... let me log 1 sec. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Let's do this disconnect. Hopefully he can make a day. See, did that work? Hopefully. Good. I don't know. Hopefully it worked for him. Yep, okay, good. Right. So the new thing that most people are doing on the server right now is speed mining. And this is where you get a haste 2 beacon and an efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe, and you just tear up the stone. And you just go and go and go. So it seems like a pretty good way of collecting a lot of diamonds. So I've been doing it myself, just speed mining down here with my Silk Touch pickaxe. I've been collecting a whole bunch of regular stone, finding a bunch of diamonds. Fortunately, running into a lot of lava too. I think right behind here is lava. Yeah, it's not fun to deal with. So I've done this in 2 layers. I went up to, I think, Y13. I did like a 3 high, and now I'm down at like, what is this, Y7. doing another 3 layers, but now I'm dealing with the lava. It's not quite as much fun, but yeah, so speed mining. I've been collecting a lot of stone. That's where I got all the stone for the stone slabs to half slab that area out. When I'm done mining in there, I am going to half slab that out too to prevent mob spawning and also prevent slime spawning because we want to have decent rates for a mob trap. So I'm hoping in that time that we've been away that might have given this slime chunk time to spawn a slime or two. Maybe not. I don't know. This might be one of those things I'm just going to have to wait it out and see if we can actually get something to spawn. Alright, well, let's do that. I'll just sit here and wait, and we'll see if we get something to spawn. If not, we might have that in the wrong spot. But we do need to find that out, so I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so I was kind of worried that maybe these weren't slime chunks. So I was waiting around good 10, 15, 20 minutes waiting for a slime to spawn. Finally we got one. So these guys can only spawn inside slime chunks. So obviously either this guy or this guy over here is a slime chunk. I'm going to guess since that slime looks like it's trying to go into this wall over here, it probably spawned on this pad. So that is good news. Okay, so now we're going to have to figure out where we're going to put the pad, how many layers it's going to be, and get the collection system all set up. So there's a few things I'm going to have to do off camera to get prepared for that. So let me get that done, and we'll be back. Oh my goodness, guys. So I've had to make a whole lot of hoppers, and I ran out of wood, so I'm trying to restock my wood supply. I collected enough wood to make the hoppers, but yeah, pretty much running low on wood at this point. These 2x2 spruce trees are such a good way to get wood, especially for large projects. They make a whole bunch of leaves generally. This one was kind of a weird one. It made like a Christmas tree kind of a thing. I bone mealed it, and the whole thing was surrounded with leaves. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of saplings, which is great. Not very tall, but what's great about these compared to like the jungle wood is the jungle trees, I think, have a very, very low drop rate percentage of saplings. So it is possible that you will run out of saplings or you just won't get a lot of them. Whereas a spruce, the normal chance of getting sapling drops, and already I got one, but we need 4 of those to grow another one of these trees. I really don't think I need to grow any more at this point, but give me that sapling. I would like, enough to regrow one more. Guess I could just sit here and break some of these leaves too. Now I'm also curious, as I've been cutting down this tree, I've been doing it with my diamond pickaxe here that has efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. I've never tried this, but I wonder if efficiency 5 on a diamond axe would be able to instant mine wood. That might be something we'll have to try in the future, although I'm sure some of you out there have already tried this or know that if you can or cannot do that. So yeah, if I can do that, that'd be great, but I'd hate to put that extra efficiency 4, combine it with that axe to find out that it's just the same and then costs more to repair or whatever. So yeah. So let's go down and I'll show you what I've done. I've done a little bit of work down there, just trying to get things going. And looks like it's not only a slime farm, but a mob farm. I found out that mobs can spawn on hoppers. That's interesting. I didn't know that before. Also, the fact that we have mobs spawning down there and that many in that little area tells me I've done a fairly good job of lighting up the surrounding caves, which is awesome. But what we need to do, actually, you know what, before we go all the way down there, I still need to grab a little bit of dirt because we need to place water around the outside of that, and that's how we are going to kill our slimes. So I'm taking inspiration from this slime farm, I think from the one that was built over at the original Hermit Village. I haven't really taken a good close look at that, but from what I understand, the slimes spawn, they fall off of the spawning platform, and then they're drowned, and when they die, when they drown, they split, but they also drop drops, and those drops go into hoppers. So I've kind of done the same thing here. These hoppers, starting from back here, all point this direction, then they point over here, and they point right here, and then right below those two, It's kind of hard to see from this far up. But below those two is where the collection point is going to be. I'm going to have like a large chest or maybe a couple of chests down there so we have plenty of storage. I'm kind of afraid to pearl down there. I'm thinking that those creepers, I don't think they can get to me, but I'm just afraid they're going to explode. Yeah, that one trying to get to me. We don't want that to happen. So what I want to do is I want to place dirt on the second level all the way around. Oop, we got a baby zombie. So I'm going to have to kill all these mobs. I'm going to place dirt on the second level down. So I can fill it in with water. I'm getting some crazy lag. I don't know what the deal is. I wasn't getting lag until just a few minutes ago, and I think it's just my internet. But yeah, it's acting like I'm uploading a video or something. Everything's just taking forever. Like I'll release the bow and then like a second later it actually fires. Usually my internet's pretty good, especially if I'm not uploading anything. But yeah, right now it's just a little laggy. Okay, so that's taken care of. I guess we can start placing dirt. I also went ahead and used black stained glass around the outside and on the inside. The hoppers are 3 blocks lower than the spawning pad, so slimes can spawn, they'll walk off, and they'll fall down there. I think I have to raise this up just a little bit higher. I think it might be possible for one of the big slimes to jump and maybe land on this glass, although I'm not 100% sure on that. But my goodness, for a slime farm that isn't even hooked up yet, we are getting a lot of slime spawns. Yeah, it might be a good idea for me just to clear out this entire area and then start filling this in with dirt. Alright guys, well I tell you what, let me get on this real quick. I need to get this dirt laid all the way around. I have to take care of these creepers so they don't blow up my progress. And we'll be right back. Alright, so I got the dirt in place, so all we gotta do is just come down here, take a little bit of damage, and then fill this all in with the water. So yeah, this should be pretty easy to do. Yep, we're just gonna have to fill this in all the way down, just like this, and then remove that dirt that's down below, and this should be 3 deep worth of water. And since those slimes cannot jump in water, even the big boys, when they get in here, will meet their end. So yeah, this should be an automatic instant kill. Well, not instant kill, but automatic kill for all of these slimes. It's gonna be great. We'll be able to collect slime balls all we want all the time. I might do some kind of an automatic shut off for this thing later. Just depends on how out of control this thing gets. Since it's only one chunk and only one floor at this time, I don't think it's really going to be an issue, especially since the slimes will automatically kill themselves. It's not like they're going to be building up somewhere and, you know, preventing the mob trap or whatever from working, or anybody else's mob trap. So yeah, I think we should be good on that. We need one more water here. Yep. So filling in water is always a fun thing to do in Minecraft. Just about done though. Probably about 3 more buckets worth, and this thing will be completely full of standing water, which will be great. Looks like one here and one there. Yeah, a little bit of lag that I'm getting today, unfortunately. I don't know why. And you know what? I don't even need to go down there and collect those torches. All I have to do is just come through here and do this. All the water is going to fill in down below, and all the drops are going to those hoppers, and they'll all meet up at the center collection point, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, pretty cool. I haven't really messed with hoppers a lot like this. Great use for them, though. I think if I could figure out some kind of way to do like wheat farms or other sorts of farms where the drops automatically get collected by hoppers to a central collection point, that'll really make these things useful. I'm sure there's probably somebody out there who's already made something like that. So yeah, nothing new that I'd be inventing anyway. Alright, so we're almost done here. Just a little bit more dirt to go. That should prevent all the hostile mobs from spawning. Automatically kill all the slimes. Nice. Yep, and now we got 3 deep worth of water. Very cool, very cool. Okay, so next step, let's go get our stuff out of our central collection hoppers over here. So all these drops all filter. It's really hard to see. Let me see if we can put a torch here. Okay, so all these drops filter right to these 2 hoppers right here. Those are pointing down, but they're not pointing into anything right now. Yeah, look at all that stuff. So let's grab all of this stuff out of there. Yeah, we're going to have lots of dirt coming through, torches, slime balls, all sorts of good stuff. Okay, so actually that might be just about it, right? Nope, this is filling up with stuff. All right, so I need to get all this junk out of there. I need to replace these 2 blocks with a large chest, or we might set up some kind of multi-chest setup so we can do mass storage of slime balls. In fact, that might be what we'll end up doing. I don't think we're ever going to want to not collect slime balls, especially since slime blocks are going to be a thing. So we can compress, is it 9? I think it's 9 slime balls make 1 slime block. So yeah, we could just, keep collecting them, and just making blocks out of them. We could probably set up a shop, or I don't know, anything would be pretty cool to do. Looks like all of the stuff is out of the system now. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, we need to get a chest here so I can start collecting the slime balls, but as it stands right now, this slime farm is ready to go. This should be 100% active. I just need to get far away from it so slime spawn. Are there any other slimes that have spawned down here just kind of hanging out? I don't see anything. Okay. So yeah, just need to get far away, like, greater than 30 blocks or whatever it is so the mobs can spawn, or I think it might be 24 blocks. Yeah, and those should spawn, automatically kill themselves. We should be ready to start collecting some drops. So let me go get a chest, get some kind of a collection system set up. We might head over to Jevin's shop. He gave us a free sample. That stuff was very good, that mushroom stew, and it's very cheap too. So yeah, we might do that. Go check out the business district once again, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I almost forgot. So I've been collecting diamonds, and I just laid out 1 stack, 64 diamond ore. And I'm going to do Fortune 3 on it so we can get some diamonds out of these. So let's do the game again. Guess how many diamonds we will get. 64 of these blocks. I think on average we get about 2.5 per with Fortune 3. So hopefully we can get something like 2 stacks worth of diamonds. That'd be pretty awesome. Or all 2.5 stacks, I guess. But yeah, leave your guess in the comments. Let's see how close we can get. Very cool. Let's do it. All right. Oh yeah. Full stack of diamonds. Oh, left one on the ground. You had to go double check we didn't miss any. All right, so let's see if your guesses are correct. We got 2 stacks plus 3. Not too bad, not too bad. I was kind of hoping for 2.5 stacks, but I'm not going to complain. It's still quite a lot of diamonds. So I've already broken apart some of these diamond ores to repair my tools and things like that. So right now, I currently have 7 blocks of diamond plus 15 plus this stuff. So let's take all these. Let's turn these all into blocks because it's always cooler seeing the diamonds as blocks than just loose items. And we will do this. All right. So there's 16 more blocks of diamonds. Great. So we're up to 23 blocks of diamonds. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the village real quick, and I will meet you there. Alright guys, so here we are in the business district once again. We saw these shops last time, but I wanted to use both of these shops here. For some reason, I'm getting really low frames per second, 36. I don't know why we're getting such lag here, but we should be fine. So let's head inside, and I believe Slip said he wanted 1 diamond for 3 stacks. Yeah, the going rate for packed ice is 1 diamond for 3 stacks. Okay, so I'm going to buy 3 stacks of packed ice from him. We will put our payment right in there, and let's take, oh look at that, the partial stack. We will take 3 stacks of this stuff. Not quite sure what I'm going to use it for, but I did want to at least, use his shop and say thank you for him collecting that. I don't know if you can actually speed mine the packed ice. I think it might be like 1 second or 2 seconds per, collection of each block. So yeah, it's still going to take a lot of time. Although I could be wrong. Maybe it is instant mine of this stuff and it took him no time at all. Okay, so Jevin's shop. Yeah, let's get over here and... Oh, payment instructions. Oh, he's put an instructions book here. Okay, instructions. Step 1, bowls around the chest below the mushrooms. Get as many as you want. Step 2, right-click the mushroom with the bowl in your hand to get the soup. Step 3, once you have gotten the amount of soup you want, place your payment of 1 gold ingot in the payment chest. Thanks, Jevin. Okay, so he wants us to get the soup first and then pay him, well, that's fine. You know what? I will put the payment in there. That's going to go somewhere. I don't know. There's a hopper below. Nope. Nothing in the hopper. Okay, so let's grab, oh, I don't know, 16 bowls. We will just go ahead and fill up our inventory basically with mushroom stew. Awesome. Thanks, Jevin. All right, guys. So I saw that Zombie Cleo has, yeah, there's a sign here. Hermiton Herald First Edition in stock. So the last time we were here, she had just built this, but there's a lot more stuff going on in here. Cleo's Copying Inc. Services at the back of shop, latest edition. First edition Hermit Herald. Well, I think we're running low on time for this episode, so I don't think we're going to go check it out. Next episode, we should do that. See what Cleo has built. I saw Spumwack has added a bunch more stuff over here. And there is another building that just appeared right over here. So we got some things to check out next time. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like if you like these episodes. And we'll see you next time.